Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Let my mind find pleasure in the play forest of Radha.
Sri Radha. We are, the forest is like a confusing road. If you go in forest, if you don't mark it, you cannot come back. So my mind should be in that forest, not a way to come back. Mind has to be in this forest, or in Karuna forest. Mind should be in the forest of Radhika, play forest of Radhika. That if you like to come back, you cannot, because you forget the way to come back. So beautiful play forest where she is playing. Only this forest way she knows and he knows, Krishna knows. Bring my mind there to play there. Why live there in this forest? Don't think out of this. Wow, so good.
Let my mind find pleasure in the play forest of Radha, where the sprouts and vines are touched by Radha's hands, where the ground is sweetened by Radha's footprints, and where the birds madly sing Radha's glories.
Yeah. No other touch will affect you to us. Radha.
The commentary is entitled Sri Radha's Play Forest. Humbly, Shripada thinks, Sri Radha's lotus feet are very rarely attained. Where can I go to find them? Suddenly, the darkness of his despair is dispelled by a ray of hope when he remembers the mercy of Sri Vrindavana, Srimati Radha's playground. Shripad is the object of Sri Vrindavana's mercy. How he was showered by the mercy of Vrindavana can be understood by reading his book Vrindavana Mahimamrita. There he writes, worship only Vrindavana, where the divine, youthful couple that have golden and blackish forms are always playing ever fresh, playful sports. Here the mind is freely running after the meadows of Sri Radha Mohana. But if one commits offenses with body, mind, or words to either the moving or the non-moving creatures that live in Vrindavana, then one cannot taste this nectar of Hari Rasa. By the mercy of Sri Vrindavana, Shripada sees a sweet, transcendental picture in front of his inner eyes. Shishi Lila Kishora Yugala, the playful, youthful couple, are playing Madhura Vana Vihara, sweet forest pastimes, admiring the beauty of the spring forest with their girlfriends. Shripada is there in his kinkari form, engaged in their service. The forest is filled with different kinds of blooming flowers, surrounded by humming bees. The cuckoos create a romantic atmosphere by singing in the fifth note. And Krishna, the young transcendental Cupid of Vrindavana, sings along with Rati Priya Swamini, Radhika, who enchants millions of Ratis. And her girlfriends and maidservants. How sweetly they play in the forest, embracing each other like a male and a female elephant. The Sakis sing sweet songs about the pastimes of the Yugala Kishore, inciting amorous feelings in their hearts. Sometimes Priyaji personally goes to pick flowers to decorate her Priyatam. The wine buds bloom up when they are touched by Swamini's hands. They smile with their flowers, horripilate with their sprouts, and cry streams of tears with their trickling honey. How many jokes Srimati makes with her girlfriends while she picks flowers. Vishaka says, Sakhi Radhe, be careful. A greedy bumblebee, Krishna, is coming up to you to drink the honey from your moon-like face. Srimati says, O Sakhi, why should a bumblebee come to me, leaving behind the fragrant lotus faces of beautiful girls like you and your friends? You said that my face is like the moon. Well, Sakhi, the moon has no fragrance, so why would the bee feel attracted to it? Shripad, in his kinkari form, sees Radha Karvachita Palava Valarike. How beautiful the vine buds are horripilating when they are touched by Shri Radha's beautiful hands. Through these pastimes, he relishes Vrindavana's natural beauty. Sometimes, Srimati wants to pick flowers. Srimati wants to pick flowers from high branches, and Mohan, seeing her stretched out armpit, becomes attracted to her and runs up to her. Swamini cannot reach the flowers she wants, so he helps her by pulling the branch down. Just as Swamini catches the flower, Mohan lets go of the branch so that tender Radhika flies up along with the branch. Fearfully she calls out, "Lalite, Lalite, help!" while Mohan loudly laughs and claps in his hands. Lalita pulls the branch back down and takes care that Swamini returns to the ground. In his Kinkari form, Shripada sees how beautiful Shri Radha's footprints have marked the earth of Vrindavana. Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhura Sthalike. After picking flowers, Srimati sits down on a jeweled platform and makes ornaments from different flowers with her own hands to decorate Mohana with that. Mohan and the Sakhis are overwhelmed with ecstasy when the birds begin to chirp of Srimati's glories. When the transcendental vision vanishes, Shripad thinks, "O mind, find pleasure in Radha's play forest. If I cannot directly experience Radha and Krishna's loving pastimes, then let me remember Sri Vrindavana and mentally witness these sweet nectarian pastimes." It's the end of verse 14.
Sri Radha. These pastimes of meditation, you cannot explain, then you disturb yourself. You have to listen in flow. This is the beauty of pastime. Try to feel with your consciousness, eye consciousness is happening. Means you fix yourself in eye more on and off. Like this you try, you cannot do. But you can try easily with this process. Start. Go on.
Verse number 15. When I say, let's go to Krishnamrita, the dark nectarian Yamuna, to take a bath, the daughter of Rishabhanu jokingly replies, O Sakhi, just wait until the night falls.
You see, first thing, sabar is bath.
Right.
What is meaning of sabering? You stand there under the sabar and open and you take this cooling bath. Means you are inside of the water. Bath means the body, material body, is covered with the water. It's shower. So here bath means Radhika wants to shower with Krishna's bath. She takes 3 baths every day. She shower. Her bath is a Krishna bath. In morning time she takes the shower in the bathroom, means in the room. Daytime she shower, go to shower in Radha. And evening time she shower in the fall, waterfalls. Now you see this. One shower is in bathroom, is a confidential bath. That you have to know. This bath is not water bath, Krishna bath. Second bath, she goes to Radha Kund in afternoon. This bath is also with Krishna. Water bath, water play with his friends. That time Sakhis are there. Manjaris are also there, but Sakhis are main there in afternoon bath. But if you see the fall bath, you go in Switzerland, waterfall place. If you want to put in your body under the fall, it's so heavy fall coming, you can take from corner some water. You cannot go in between, inside the fall to take that pressure. So she goes to make the pressure herself with that fall, that she can move like this to meet Avishad for Krishna. So 3 baths she is taking. She is living in the bath of Krishna. Yamuna bath is also Krishna bath. Because Yamuna is a flag. So she go to the bath, means her feeling that she wants to go inside the Krishna to feel her. Radha. Go on. Again.
When I say, let's go to Krishnamrita, means the dark nectarian Yamuna,
Yeah.
to take a bath. The daughter of Rishabhanu jokingly replies, "Oh Sakhi, just wait until the night falls. When will I ever get so much nectar-giving, playful honor from her?" The commentary is entitled "The Honor of Radha's Maidservants." This verse is sometimes also translated with reversed roles. Srimati says, Saki, let's take a bath in the Krishnamrita.
You see.
Meaning nectar.
Reverse. What is written there?
And then Shripada replies in Kinkari form, just wait until the night falls.
Yes. Evening time. The nightfall means Krishna Bhatt is evening time. Is a Parkya Bhav. All this literatures of Mahaprabhu is in Parkya. What is Parkya? Mother Yasoda is not mother, birth-giving mother of Krishna. She no give birth. Devaki give birth. Right? In that, like this. But Devaki is the giving mother of birth, and Yasoda is taking care of the Krishna and giving love is Yasoda. So is Parkya or not? Who is the real father of Krishna? But as a original way, the system way. But Nanda Baba is father. Is a Parikya or not? So every literature is in Parikya Baba. Meaning is something and words are something. That to understand. That is divine reason. Other will say direct meaning, but not understanding, not clear. It's confusing. But this is the bhav is Parkya. Parkya bhav means intense love. Where is that? That is the real relation. Word is something. Don't go in the words. Intelligent, knowledgeable person catch the words. But here, feelings are more important. Now again listen this. Start from beginning.
When I say, let's go to Krishnamrita.
You see, this is the meaning. Krishna Amrita. Where is the Krishna Amrita? Taking bath, covering myself with Krishna is Krishna Amrita. Meeting with Krishna is Krishna Amrita. Looking to him is Krishna Amrita. From morning she wake up and she start feeling that. Whole night they are together. They forget that we are whole night was together. Morning again start Krishna Amrita. That so many time I am missing. Yeah.
When I say, let's go to Krishnamrita, the dark nectarian Yamuna.
Yes. The Krishnamrita is dark nectarian. Jamuna is also going to bath means Krishnamrita. Because it's a dark water. That is Krishna. She touched this Jamuna, she feels she is with Krishna.
To take a bath. The daughter of Rishabhanu jokingly replies, Oh Saki, just wait until the night falls. when will I ever get so much nectar-giving, playful honor from her? This verse is sometimes also translated with reverse roles. Srimati says, Sakhi, let's take a bath in the Krishnamrita, nectarian Krishna, or the black water of the Yamuna. And Shripada, in his Kinkari form, replies, just wait until the night falls. Then
understand? This is the feeling. Don't go in the words. This is the beauty of Mahaprabhu teaching. We don't understand without realization. Wow.
just wait until the night falls. Then your superiors cannot notice us, and I will let you bathe in the Krishna nectar as much as you like. For that, I will take you to a fresh powerhouse in Vrindavan.
Wow.
When Srimati hears these words, the ecstasy named Rati appears in her. And although she tries to hide the symptoms of this mood from her maidservant, she nevertheless shows a slight smile. The maidservant feels blessed by relishing the sweetness of this smile.
What is maidservant doing? Increasing her mood. This is the service of maidservant. Can you close when you come in the soup? So sensitive thing we are talking, you disturb. Now, not this art. It's gone. I want to explain something. Radha.
You said that the maidservant's duty.
Please, I cannot go when you bring out. Then it's philosophy I can talk. I have to be there to see that and explain. I cannot do that. So, I am not a Siddha Purush. I have to very much try to be there. And coming out is 1 second. Feel check out. Okay. I'm not a Siddha. Tomorrow.
This is only to increase our greed.
Maidservants are only for this, to help. Lovers need help. Lover not need. other thing. In her mood, somebody is helping. That is a very beloved, become very happy. That maidservant is a maidservant, not. They are the helpers in the love. That this increase, and she increased to her, and she increased to her. When the maidservants are like a baby, like a small inspiration to her, and she inspired, Radhika inspired to her. This is the meaning of that. Like a shadow. Shadow inspired to the original. When you look at your shadow, you feel it's my shadow. And shadow is coming from original. So the shadow inspired to the original inspired to the shadow for their goal. No other. And shadow never lived to original. And they for each other, for helping. This is the mercy for the maidservant Manjaris. The soul cannot move without help in loving action. So who can help? She can help who has a love. So we want to be a shadow of her. In bodily consciousness, you find Guru to be a shadow of Guru. But in the spiritual consciousness, you become so close in your identification of her mercy that she is your friend, Guru, mother, every relation happens there. To her, in between the Manjari and the Radhika. This is the beauty. And when this happens in our life, then we see the mercy of my spiritual master. That 24/7 I have a guidelines and helper in my life. Sleeping, eating, moving, every moment I am in the help. Living in that master. That's the beauty. This is the mercy of a spiritual master who bring to my real consciousness and fix there, and by the grace of Radhika, and I start following that. That comes Nishtha. Wow, life becomes so happy. And outside in Sadhana, difficulty will be sure. And you have to give time to balance it. But when you are living in divine shadow consciousness, Manjari consciousness, then you visit from there, come and do your job and go there. Sripad is also doing. He comes to the bodily consciousness and trying to go back to there. This crying is not that he is so elevated and crying. Why he come back to the material body? You want to go again back to the be a shadow. That is the practice. They are teaching by doing themselves to us. And we got it, we are lucky. The goal to live there, right? In my spiritual consciousness, in my sarup, my reality. And how this possible? These books make possible. And to understand this, Jaiva Dharma use. What is the Jaiva Dharma? Jiva can move, soul can move, not without love. Movement makes, love makes to move. Action. Yesterday was. Is underlined, you underline in Jaiva. But we understand when we see the PhD books. Sri Radha. This is my home, my body is my home. Home has to be useful. I got one room. It has to be useful to do the good service. If I can do painful service and good service, but if I do not good services, I have to die one day. I have to leave this home. But this coming in this room is useless if not in service. If I take this body and not in service mode, then this room, this body is useless. They say, sadhu savdhan. If you have a saintly nature, you have to be always cautious. If you have no saintly nature, you will never cautious. Then what we will do? We will under my ego control. What I like, I will do. What I will do in my sense control. My ego and my senses requirement I will do. I will never careful for other circumstances. So sadhu savdhan. If you are saintly, you will be careful. If you have no saintly nature, you will never care. Understand? Then you have to check where is your saintly nature. Why not you are careful? Why you are missing his saintly nature? What is missing inside me? Where is God? That has to increase. My saintly nature, no disturbance has to be there. If I will lose my saintly nature, then what is the difference between me and if he is not sent, then what he is? What you will say, the what?
Demoniac.
Radhe, Radhe. Then is my demoniac nature, right? So what to decide? What nature I have to practice? Who has to decide? I have to decide for myself. Yeah. You have to decide for yourself. Right or not? We are all sadhak. We have to be always in the consciousness of sadhak. We are practitioner, we are learner. And we are sadhak, we will learn more. The moment I will think that I am siddha, I will stop learning. The moment I will think that I am a guru, I will stop learning. We have to always be a student to learn. That is our humbleness and Trinada Pibha. We always have to learn. Every moment is a learning moment in my life. And this learning tendency creates tolerance and inner power. How to handle in circumstances. Clear? Claro? Sorry, I said different way. I no talk about Krishna. Excuse me. We sign already to Krishna. We have no doubt in it. Go. What? What? Ultimate goal. Many things, many ways. This is the way to go there. This is the process. This process takes time to understand. Slowly, this part is a slow because we have to understand, realize to move on. So this is a slow process. If I no realize, no feel it, I will not do it. I have to feel it. We have to be practical, accept it by understanding, practical, not philosophy understanding. By doing myself, I have to realize it. It's a practical, it's not theory will work here. What second one? Okay. Ultimate goal, you have to understand it, realize it, accept it, and move it. So that takes time. We take time in assignment. Agree. Only signing the agreement takes time. That has to very fast. But if you say to broker, you have to guide me after what assignment, what I have to do, this is your job. I fix it, now your job, you have to do it. What you want to do. My work is done. Means we are catching like a guru to the broker that you go more further, guide me. How he will say how to paint it your flat, how to make your things nicely. This is your choice to do. Somebody use the same toilet, somebody break the toilet and make new. Somebody break the kitchen and make new. Because it's not his mark. Somebody like to paint anew again. It's your choice. How much time you like to take for fixing yourself and start your life. Takes time. This takes time. That don't take time. Assignment is not a big job. We waste 20, 30 years only for assigning. It is surprising. See that? You have to really want to move in a spiritual path, assign, then your movement will start. Before, you are in the crossing of the street watching which way I have to go. Still you not start walking. Crossing is 4 lanes. Prabhupada said there are 5 roads. Passive, active, friendly, motherly, and conjugal love. If 5 road he showed, and the road is 4, then what to forget? Passive road has to forget. Active. And this 4 road will work. Because in my crossing only 4 road is there. Any crossing you stand, rarely you will see 5, 6 road. But main crossing, 4 road crossing. When you decide this, which road I want to move, then your way will start with one move. Mellow. It comes, I say, Radhe, Radhe.
Radha.
And passive has other way. Shri Radhe, how are you? Not sleep nice.
She was giving me some question, but in the same time you was answering the same question. Then I was confused because I am listening her, but you, in the same time I received 2 information. Then she like to know. She said, well, okay, how? Okay, empieza a hablar. Di la pregunta. Di la pregunta. Sí, di la pregunta. When in our lives, how we know which path to catch, which path? Because suppose if we reach some crossing that you was talking about this, we have to decide which line I am going, which one is the longest way, the shorter way, the safest way, whatever. How we decide in our path which road to take.
path is a spiritual path.
El camino es como
In my spiritual identity,
en mi identidad espiritual.
soul can do, form can do. If you have not form, but soul is there. Form will help you more faster, soul will little take time. No, answer what she is asking.
Yes.
Not you ask.
No. I repeat what you said. What happened? She is in a point that like more clarity, but you reply that the spiritual path, we have to be in a spiritual form.
Yeah,
Because
no, spiritual soul, maybe soul, no problem.
Okay.
But we think all with this.
Pensar siempre desde esa perspectiva.
And for that, is very good to listen Shruti class.
Las clases de Shruti,
Shruti is giving class in Javadharma.
dan clases en el Radha,
Would want to fix his spiritual soul.
para que no se fije en su identidad espiritual.
And what is my Javadharma
¿Cuál es mi llave?
and what is other thing, we have to differentiate it. If you don't understand this, you cannot do that. Realize it. Understanding means imagine what they are telling and try to realize it. And be practical, don't waste your time. And then check with that practice. This what is happening, it will never happen to your life. If you try, never will happen you. You will not get chance to go through with this PhD books. I'm telling you. This is the very good luck time to you that is happening. I don't know how long I will stay. I will go. Who will sit and explain you? No. All Hindi talks, nobody talking English and no much like to help in this point. Please. They will mix up talk, but not word by word explaining to you that you can move yourself. Honestly, where you will get the Shruti again, that he will read the Javadharma. Where you will get the Rasmai, that she will read this. This is the good luck, very big opportunities in your life. Don't miss this chance. In short time, you can fix and you can start moving. But you have to realize it. Without realization, nothing will have worked. Don't waste your time, my dear. I see in my life what was received and what realization happened, it never repeat again in my life. So this is the very fortunate moment is happening, because there is no movement you can do, no thing outside, but you cannot help anything. And this subject is happening. Use every moment of your time to grow it. Please, this is my advice. Use it. Or if you have no work, go and sit in kirtan and sing. use every moment of time. Other thing, make it after. एक घड़ी आधो घड़ी, आधी घड़ी. मैंने एक घड़ी में any moment of your time, a half of that moment, second, can give you all clarification, but you have to make yourself.
Radhe Radhe Gaur